Hello there everyone, welcome back to BrokeNbricks, and this is part 5 of building Moria in LEGO, and today we are finally making a return to the staircase. What we're going to be doing today is extending it at the back so that we can have a nice connection point to Balin's tomb, and then everything that I built so far will be all nice and connected. So first things first, we have some packages here that we need to open up. So these are all the pieces. It's mostly dark grey, but as you can see there's some nougat and dark tan and dark orange in there as well. So what we need to do first, now that we're adding a section here, is we need to move the mechanism because you won't be able to access the pin anymore to slide out the section of the stairs. So I'm going to have to do what I did with this mechanism here and put it into the side of the build. And as you can see here, the function is working. So now we're going to get started on the next section. So we're going to make another little black base to match up with the stairs. So this is what that looks like, and I'm using a couple of these brackets here to get some studs on the side. So once we connect this here, then we can have a sideways section of plates going up here to match the rest of the column. Okay, so what is going to be the most important part of this extension is this, and this is a doorway that will go into Balin's tomb, and you can see we have the color gradient. Which is the same way that is done in the Balrog Book Nook set. So it's just a series of these frames, and each one gets one stud shorter, and then each side moves in by half a stud, so that when you look at it from this side, it looks like kind of like a forced perspective type thing. And this just sits at the top of the stairs right here, and this these Technic holes here is where it will connect up to the rest of the build. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to do a time lapse of basically just filling in this section and then the rest of the wall up here, and then hopefully we can get it nice and smoothly connected up to the rest of the MOC. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the time lapse. Okay, so this is what the staircase is looking like, and I have rearranged the tiles over here so now that the top is locked in because it was really flimsy before. So now it is the section that I've added is actually properly part of the stairs. And it does look a little bit strange with how much it's leaning back, but once it's connected up to the rest of the build, I think it will look fine. And I did also add this section on the top to kind of act as a border to the orange doorway. And I am pretty happy with how this has come out overall. I think it looks really good with the doorway with the different colours. So now is the moment of truth. We're going to connect this up to the rest of the MOC. And just before we do that, you can see that I added this section over here. So the plan is to have a wall going all the way along here, And if you watch the movie, the Fellowship exits this room through a hole that's been broken through the wall. So you can see that I used a bunch of square pieces and not so many slopes to make it look like there's a bunch of loose bricks sticking out. And then that is going to line up with the back of the doorway, so we're going to go ahead now and connect the two sections.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
And there we have it. This is the Moria MOC in its entirety so far. And I'm really happy with how this looks. And this is what the part with the doorway looks like, so you can see it lines up really well so the Fellowship can run directly out and onto the stairs. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. It feels like the MOC is starting to come together how I want it to. And I'm definitely realising how big the final product is going to be, because we've still got plenty of things to add. So that is going to wrap up part 5 of building Moria. And in part 6, what I want to do is start modifying the Balrog set so that we can combine it to the bottom of the stairs. And also I've been figuring out a mechanism to make a collapsing bridge, so I'll be really excited to start working on that. Anyway, that's it from me for today, so thank you everyone so much for watching. The support for this series has been really nice, and yeah, I think everyone's just as excited as I am to see how it goes. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Good, Anakin, good. Subscribe. Subscribe now.
It should.
Do it.